There's another factor that we haven't discussed, and that is Pakistan. They have a role to play here. Before 1971, you see, there was no Bangladesh. You had East Pakistan and West Pakistan. The East wing broke away to become the country of Bangladesh. So relations are frayed between Bangladesh and Pakistan. Sheikh Hasina was completely anti-Pakistan, and she had good reason to be. Pakistan's army jailed her father. They also slaughtered thousands of Bangladeshis, and the feeling was mutual. Pakistan's military was no fan of Hasina. They've criticized her on multiple occasions, especially on the 1971 war. But could they have plotted her ouster? Could Pakistan have done it? Well, Sheikh Hasina's party says yes. It has blamed two groups for the violent protests. One is Pakistan, the other is the United States. We get Pakistan. But why the US? Because Washington has been critical of Sheikh Hasina. They questioned her recent re-election. They said it wasn't free or fair. Now, just to be clear, this wasn't about ideology or strategy. Joe Biden saw a convenient target in Bangladesh, a training ground for a so-called democratic experiment. So he gave Pakistan a free pass, but he went hard against Sheikh Hasina. Again, the sentiment was mutual. Sheikh Hasina accused the United States of plotting a regime change in Dhaka, of trying to topple her. But are either of these claims true? Well, the US is no stranger to regime changes. In Pakistan, Imran Khan accused them of toppling his government. So are they capable of it? Yes, very much. But did they do it? Well, evidence is a bit sketchy, but we say worth looking at. Look at this report. It analyzes BNP social media posts against Sheikh Hasina. Apparently, most of these accounts were based in the US. Hasina's supporters say this is evidence of meddling. But it's hardly a smoking gun because many opposition leaders live in exile. Hasina herself is heading to the UK. So the whole US meddling angle has to be proven, and it won't be easy. But the Pakistan bit is even more complicated. Let's look at the two main opposition groups in Bangladesh again. The first is the Jamaat-e-Islami. It's an Islamist group formed before partition. The Jamaat opposed Bangladesh's liberation in 1971. They wanted to retain Muslim unity. To this end, they even collaborated with Pakistan's army. Basically, they wanted to prevent the creation of Bangladesh. So how did such a party survive? Well, at first it did not. Many Jamaat leaders were jailed for war crimes. The group struggled to remain relevant. But by the late 1970s, they started turning it around. How? By focusing on religion. You see, Bangladesh was founded on secular lines, but the Jamaat sought to radicalize the people. They emphasized on Muslim identity. So for them, Pakistan was not an enemy. It was a fellow Muslim country. Same with the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, or BNP. It was founded by military ruler Ziaur Rahman. He removed secularism from Bangladesh's constitution. Instead, he emphasized on Islamic identity. Some BNP leaders have also been accused of war crimes. Today, the BNP and Jamaat are allies. So the broad takeaway is this. Both these parties are soft on Pakistan. Reports say they have ties to Pakistan's deep state. Look at this report from 2012. The BNP was accused of taking money from the ISI, that's the Inter-Services Intelligence, Pakistan's spy agency and Dirty Works Department. They've also been accused of plotting terror attacks, most notably the Dhaka cafe blast of 2016. So could they have plotted Hasina's ouster? Her supporters say yes. They accuse Pakistan's mission in Dhaka of meddling, of encouraging violent protests. But again, there is no evidence. We cannot definitively say that Pakistan or the US was involved. But here's what we can say. One, Pakistan would welcome this regime change. We haven't heard from Islamabad yet, but rest assured, the generals are celebrating. And two, the US policy did not help. Sheikh Hasina may have had her problems, but she delivered growth and stability. She kept the radical Islamists at bay. But that wasn't enough for Joe Biden. He gave free passes to the likes of Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and Egypt, but he ramped up the pressure on Dhaka. I'm sure that did not help. Of course, these are all additional factors. The main driver was the people, and that's the message from Bangladesh today. Power flows from the people. They give you power, they can also take it away.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On the show today, the T20 World Cup Vantage has moved across to the West Indies. What can you expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Green, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
We'll start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. For the first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost.